What's poppin' YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Astro Finesse. It's your boy Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie, back with another video for y'all. In this video right here, we're gonna be talking about if you have Pluto in the 9th house. And I'll pause for the cause. If you don't know how to find your Pluto placement, if you're a new subscriber, if you're just starting off your journey of self-love, self-knowledge, self-understanding, if you don't realize why it's so important that you have to look at yourself through astrology, study yourself through astrology, and overall love yourself through astrology and numerology, don't worry, I got you. There's a couple of videos. I put the link in the description. You have to watch them first to become hip to the knowledge of what I'm about to talk about right now. So if you look at your birth chart or your natal chart, it's the same thing. And you realize you have Pluto in the 9th house, this video is for you. So without further ado, let's get it poppin', shall we? Now you already know, before I start, I'm going to give y'all a list of some celebrities so y'all can visually see what Pluto in the 9th house people look like and act like in reality. So to start, we got Billie Eilish, Robin Williams, Mac Miller, SZA, John Legend, Diana Ross, Aretha Franklin, Ashanti, Quincy Jones, and Russell Wilson. Alright, so boom, Pluto in the 9th house. First of all, what does Pluto mean? What does Pluto represent in our birth chart? So the planet of Pluto, as we know, is the farthest planet away from the sun, so it's the darkest planet. And Pluto rules the 8th house, rules Scorpio. So anything scorpionic represents Pluto, which is transformation, death, rebirth, chaos, turmoil. So looking at your birth chart, whatever house Pluto is in, that shows you which area in life you seek the most control, the most power, and also where you experience the most power struggles and had your most likely power taken away from you. Pluto puts you through transformation processes by putting you through turmoil and chaos and shaking things up to show you that you have to transform yourself first, to resurrect yourself, Phoenix rising energy, and then once you actually went through the transformation process, you would then gain that power and that control in whatever area in life it is in your chart. So we already know 9th house energy rules Sagittarius, so higher learning, education, traveling, teaching, most importantly teaching, seeking the higher truth knowledge of life. Sagittarius energy, 9th house energy is all about seeking for the truth, belief system, higher knowledge of life, universal knowledge of life. So what does it mean when you have Pluto, the planet of chaos and transformation and turmoil and power and control, in the 9th house of higher learning, higher knowledge, belief system, and traveling? So most likely, the power being taken away from you when it comes to Pluto in the 9th house is most likely y'all were raised or grew up in an environment where your belief system was forced upon you. Whatever you had to believe in, whatever you had to, when it came to the higher knowledge of anything, when it comes to belief system, it was kind of forced upon you or told this is what it is, nothing else is right except for this one. Your parents could have probably been raised in a religious household, so they showed you that this is the true religion, this is the truth. Don't believe nothing else. This is it. This is it. And y'all could have been growing up asking questions like, is this really the truth? Or I have questions about this. I can't get it answered. You could have been through transformation processes of not understanding if this is exactly what I want to believe in myself, if this is the truth, if everything you're saying is right. If you realize like some nook and some crannies in the belief system, as in like some questions were not being answered, or some manipulative tactics you've seen and the person teaching you were not being really true, you can see like y'all could really dig deep and see the truth and the manipulation and the darkness and the lies into what people are teaching you and what people are trying to tell you is right or what's wrong. So the control being taken away from you is growing up, your belief system being taken away from you, as in like, this is what it is, this is what it is, learn this is the truth. So what Pluto does in this house is makes you have to dig deep beneath the surface. Remember, Pluto is anything ruled by Pluto with scorpionic energy beneath the surface. So it makes you dig deep beneath the surface, really have an obsessive kind of laser eye focus on whatever area in life it is. So on this and on your belief system. So it makes you really think deep and actually wants you to truth seek to the max. So these people are truth seekers in an obsessive scorpionic manner. Most likely because they didn't have their answers answered, didn't have their questions answered growing up. So then they become obsessed, then become addicted, become like, possessively into their information, learning about things that they want to learn about, studying about what they want to study about, in this case, belief system, philosophies, and knowledge. So these people are really deep into whatever they believe in, because most likely they spend hours and hours studying it themselves, researching it themselves, learning about it themselves. So y'all really have a need to find the truth about life, the universal truth about life. Y'all really care a lot about this, to the point that whenever you find your belief system, whenever that light bulb flicks on your head, like, damn, out of all these years, out of all this information, out of all these different religions I've been into or studied about, after all these foreign countries I've been to, or after all these things I've experienced, this is what I believe in, this is the truth, wow, I can't believe it, so now I gotta share it. So then when it comes to Pluto being in the 9th house, remember Pluto is very obsessive and very intense. When it comes to y'all sharing your information, because you have such a possession towards it, such a love for it, such a true knowledge and true appreciation for what you learn, when it comes to sharing it, it could low-key come off, depending if you're high vibrational or low vibrational, or if you actually understand how you come off. Remember, Sagittarius energy, low-key doesn't have a filter. They really just say whatever's on their mind, and they say it to the truth. They say their truth in a more blunt way than other signs. So the way y'all can express y'all sharing y'all knowledge, y'all teaching energy, can be very blunt, in your face, and coming back to when you grew up, when your parents or whoever raised you showed you, like, this is the truth, this is what you're supposed to believe in. Y'all could then be, once you found your belief system, like, yo, this is the truth, this is what it is, I'm right, you're wrong, no matter what it is, whatever you're learning is not right, this is it. So understand that y'all have a true attachment and a true need, a true core need to find your belief system. And once y'all find it, you have a true attachment, a true need to actually share that to others. Be like, yo, this changed my life, I gotta share it with other people. So keep in mind that the way y'all sharing it, the way you're doing it, if it's overbearing, if it's too dominant, if it's too in your face and too cutthroat, even though whatever you believe in, you have like all the facts, you have the true, you actually have all the faith in what you're saying, people that are listening to you might not really grasp it like that because of your delivery. And then that in turn gets you even more angry, because Pluto wants to kind of dominate and control. So when you're realizing when you're realizing your passion is showing somebody this belief system and they're not really listening, or they're gonna argue back or say something back, then that's when the debates come in. Like, no, you're wrong. Like, it could really be aggressive and intense when it comes to the debates, as in what you believe in compared to somebody else. Like an example is you could come under the comments and videos like this, like, yo, astrology is bad, astrology is the devil, you gotta repent. You could be the type to really like adamant about changing somebody else's belief system, even though you would never change yours. So keep in mind the delivery aspect of this energy, but the positive of this energy, the positive of this placement is Pluto. It rules. Pluto rules when you're able to influence people. Pluto rules influence. So you could really be good at influencing people, teaching people in a charismatic way. Sagittarius are very optimistic and joyous, so you can have a really optimistic, joyous, enthusiastic way of teaching people and influencing people to change their belief system to go along to yours. So if you have pure intentions, if you actually love what you're doing and you actually have all the knowledge and all the facts put down together, all the research you've done, that could be tremendously great teachers and preachers, showing people the truth about life, your truth about life, showing people, helping people, putting them on to information, universal knowledge, and people will actually go towards you, gravitate towards you, and actually be able to listen and actually take in the knowledge that you're sharing. So keep in mind that you have a power of influence when it comes to teaching and preaching. 9th house is the teacher. Opposite 9th house is 3rd house. 3rd house is a student that's always learning. Gemini is always like trying to learn things, trying to get information. 9th house is I have the knowledge now. I gotta teach y'all now. I gotta show y'all philosophies of life. I gotta show y'all these things I've learned. Higher knowledge, higher power. But it all comes down to after you have found your own belief system. Like I said, y'all take hours and hours, years and years to actually find one that fits you perfectly. Y'all could be the type to bounce around from belief system to belief system, religion to religion, from religion to spirituality, from this to that. Y'all could be y'all go through transitions a lot, phases a lot, death and rebirth phases a lot when it comes to belief system, religions, and philosophy. That's the biggest thing for this placement. Now we know 9th house also rules travel, so it's highly recommended that y'all experience some type of mind expansion through travel. Pluto kind of makes y'all makes you dig deep and wants to expand on a very obsessive, in a very broad manner. Jupiter rules ninth house, so that's very expansive and out of this world kind of thing. So putting those two together, y'all could really gain a lot of knowledge, learn a lot of deep truths, learn a lot of darkness, learn a lot of things that are really underneath the surface. Once you actually put yourself out there into different environments, foreign countries, talking to people, learning about what they believe in, not always trying to change somebody's belief system, but actually sitting back and listening to see how they think, to see where yours kind of fits in, or to see what you can learn or what you can take from it. Or if you don't want to take nothing at all, you can just listen and just see how other people think. And the more you actually grasp different types of perspectives, I'll say, and belief systems and philosophies, the more knowledge you got, the more knowledge you garner, I would say, that actually helps activate your Pluto and Sagittarius energy. Once you have accumulated the knowledge, really thought about it deep and looked underneath the surface and actually, took your time to actually study these things and actually feel it and to see the truth behind it. Once you gained a lot of knowledge in this aspect, when it comes to y'all teaching it, y'all will be the perfect teachers, perfect preachers, perfect influencers to help people tap into the truth. All this is about the truth about life. They're all about the truth. When you're learning from somebody and they're lying to you, or you could just tell that they're not really confident in what they're saying, or they're just bullshitting you, like that really gets y'all mad as hell, because y'all care about the truth no matter what. That's why y'all speak the way y'all do. That's why y'all present your information the way y'all do, because it's like, this is the truth. I don't care what it is, left or right. This is what it is. In the middle, this is the truth. So keep in mind your delivery aspect, but also keep in mind that you have a mind capacity to really garner a lot of knowledge, a lot of information, a lot of philosophies, a lot of different cultures, a lot of different. Y'all have like a melting pot of information when it comes to philosophy and religion and spirituality and the truth about life. So keep that in mind. Find your belief system. Don't really put your effort and put your faith into what somebody's telling you without doing your own research. I always stress this. Always do your own research. Don't just sit back and listen and be like, you know what? That person sounds very enthusiastic. That person sounds very motivational. I'm just going to listen to that person and I'm about to be all in without doing my own research. Always put yourself in a position of making or being in control of what you believe in yourself. That's what the Pluto energy does, is wants to have control and power. So put yourself in the energy of being in control and being in power of what you believe in. Figure that out by traveling and experiencing and talking to people. Don't always debate real quick, like, no, you're wrong, I'm right. Don't be so pompous. I think that's the word, pompous. Don't be so arrogant in what you believe in because you feel like you're right. Even though, rightfully so, your belief system, your philosophy in your life, in your experience could have helped you out tremendously. Doesn't always mean that people around you will have to listen to the same thing. People around you have to deal with the same thing. Not everybody has their own. Not everybody goes in this life with the same kind of experiences. But if it has helped you tremendously, figure out a way to present it in a not so arrogant way, in a not so too cutthroat, too debative, too scorpionic, too intense way that makes people turn away from what you're saying, but do it in a way of being in control of yourself, being in control of your power, and being able to influence people to do the right thing in your manner, whatever belief system it is. If it's religion, if it's spirituality. In my case, it's astrology, so I'm like, this is the truth for me. So the way that y'all should be doing it, it should be in a way that is enthusiastic, but is not too arrogant and is not too in your face, but just bring out the facts. And whoever grasps it, grasp it. And if they don't grasp it, if they don't respect it, if they don't like it, don't be the type to be arguing and being all mad, like, yo, you're stupid, or yo, just let them go, let them do their thing, and keep focusing on your truth. But understand that you most likely will change your philosophies a lot in this lifetime because you go through transformation processes. I'm telling y'all. So keep that in mind. Don't just, like I said, don't just listen to somebody and just take it for face value, even though y'all don't anyway, but just keep digging underneath the surface. Keep going on the search for true knowledge. Keep seeking for the truth about life. Keep seeking for the true philosophy about life. I'm telling y'all. And once y'all do, y'all will be amazing at teaching it and preaching it and spreading the knowledge, and you will garner a lot of abundance in your life the more you're helping people with your influence, with your knowledge, with your information. But it has to come from a pure intention kind of energy. You can use this energy and manipulate people with your enthusiasm because Pluto wants power and control. So if you don't understand how to use it, you could self-destruct yourself and people that are following you in a manipulative way, like you could do it enthusiastically, but you have a dark intention behind it, so you can manipulate people and bring them down to a dark path. Or you can use that energy to influence people with pure intentions, pure knowledge, pure truth, and actually help change the transition and transform people tremendously, and that will give you a lot of abundance in this lifetime. So keep that in mind. So that's my video on Pluto in the 9th house. I hope y'all enjoyed that. My next video is going to be on Pluto in the 10th house, and you already know I'm about to go in. If you have subscribed to my channel, appreciate all y'all for real. You already know the growth has been crazy. It's been crazy. I appreciate all y'all. I'm completely humbled. I'm completely grateful. I just know that this is the path I'm supposed to be taking. So all the support, all the love just keeps fueling my passion to actually giving y'all this information. But if you still haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, handle that one time for your boy. Don't forget to drink your water, mind your business, and be safe out here. It's your boy, Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie. I'm going to see all y'all when I see y'all.